You already know this is Pun Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Maldito Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Happy Memorial Day. Hope everybody having a good long weekend. Hope everybody is blessed. Hope everybody is good. I hope all the children's having a good, good break. Remote schooling, everything in general. You already know, man. Y'all already know. Brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High, we're one race, baby. And what makes us different, and we got different cultures. We are a buffet on earth. We are the cuisines, the different type of beautiful cuisines. Again, we are the buffet. A buffet, my friends, everybody. Saludo, mi gente. Hey, y'all see the title, see the thumbnail. And I ain't gonna be here for too long, but I want to talk about a couple of things. Y'all already know how I see boxing. I see boxing as boxing translates life itself. And of course, we bring whatever social stuff that we go through outside of boxing, we bring it into the sport. And when in sports, we want to run away from all of that. Feel me? We want to run away from all of that. Now you see the title, see the thumbnail. You see the comments. Deontay Wilder had a recent interview with his new trainer, Malik Scott, 78 Sports TV. Thank you for providing the interview. Thank you for providing the content out here for we could dissect that interview. I don't give a damn. I give props what props is due. I don't give a damn who you are. If you are going to provide great interview to boxing personnel, I'm going to be watching. That's who I am, because I'm here for the people. I'm here for the community. Ladies and gentlemen, one foot out the door. What's good? Everybody smash the like button. Let's get it. Let's get busy. Let's get cooking. The Urge. Maki, Chris, Dim, what's good, my brother? Al, what's good? For some people, they're going to be like, oh, man, we on this. Oh, man, this race stuff again. Look, I understand there's a lot of people that be like, you know what? Fuck, man, forget that race, man. Forget the race baiting. Get that. Ain't holding nobody back. And then there's other people that be like, you know what? The history and stuff like that, and they dwell on it. They dwell on those emotions. They don't want to forget about those emotions. They want to live through that emotion. They want to fight through that emotion. They don't want to let it go. I'm not trying to say let it go, but I'm just saying there's people that's emotionally invested in fighting. There's people that's mostly invested in being self-victimhood, self-victims. There's some people that be like, you know what? I don't give a damn what happened in history. I'm going to do me, and I'm going to survive. And ain't that going to stop me? There's a lot of different type of mentality that people have to, they build that type of mentality. I understand, and there's two subjects that I put on the thumbnail. Mental illness. There's a lot of people out there that feel like mental illness is something serious. Some people that don't give a damn and don't have an emotional attach to mental illness. They just don't get it. It's almost like, man, get over it. There's other people that's really, really serious about mental illness and very emotionally invested in being there for the people that got mental illness. There's other people that be like, well, everybody got some problems. Everybody got some mental illness. So we're going to dissect this just a little bit, because we got to have some type of balance out here. Feel me? We got to have some type of balance. Number one Packer in the building. What's good? Jamie, what's good? Mi gente, el Chapo, dímelo, mi hermano, el Sazón, ya tú sabes. Abe, Maru, Ale, Thrill. Just stay away from T.O. He will make you sit there. So, I understand. I got a post for it. I hear it. I see it. There's some people that, they're mental illness advocates, activists, or whatever, they out there creating awareness. People want, to feel, compassion for the people that are suffering from mental illness. People that want to feel compassion for the people that have been oppressed, for the race that has been oppressed here in America and all around the world. There's got to be some compassion, some understanding. But how far and how much and how long are we going to let that be a crutch? Now, there's going to be people out there, just once again, because I've touched this subject plenty of times on my channel. There's going to be people who will be like, oh man, there's some people that are going to subscribe. There's going to be people that's going to unsubscribe. There's going to be people that's going to follow, unfollow. There's going to be people that disagree or agree. There's going to be people that be like, you know what? I get what you're saying, Punch, but that delivery just doesn't sound good to me. I get what you're saying, Punch, but the delivery is just too much. Sometimes the truth hurts. I know sometimes you can't take the truth. Some people like to be lied to. Some people like to be guided to. Guide, cutter, massage. I can't. I got a characteristic that I got to tell it how it is. I got to be direct. And we have a short period of time here in the earth, here in life. I got to tell you direct. When your kid or your child is playing with the outlet, right? Or they probably playing with the stove. You can't be like, don't play with the stove. You might get burned. You might have to tell them rough. You might have to be like, hey, because as soon as they try to do it again, they know there is heavily consequences. Hey, no, hey. No. Mental illness is real. Alan, I agree with you. Mental illness is real. Systematically or racism is real. But you know what's also real? It's self-victimhood shit. You know what's also real? It's people that don't want to have an accountability. You know what's also real? How people don't want to be responsible. You know that's also real. That's also real that people have to overcome. It's also real that people don't want to overcome. It's also real that people just want to use that for their advantage. Want to use racism to their advantage. People want to use racism when racism is not there. People want to use racism to capitalize on some people's emotions. People use racism for profitable gain. People use racism for political agendas. And now we got to have to identify what are those. Sometimes you're losing. There's sometimes that you know what? People fairly lose and losing in life, or they just don't gain, or they just didn't get the job, or they just didn't get this. But then there is something that now today in 2021 people are using. You know, it's cancel culture. People now are being smart. You could think it's smart, but people now is using racism to their advantage. People are using the word racism. People are using the word white privilege for their advantage, when maybe it's not even there. It's not in that situation. So, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's be real. Let's be real. Because I know the way that I'm going to be real, you want to be real like that with your children. You want to be like that with your children. Right? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. If my child come to me and tell me, Daddy, I want to be this and I want to be that, I'm not going to tell them that racism is going to hold you back. You can't accomplish that, son. There's a lot of people out there that just, Let me just give you one example. Hey, Daddy, I want to make it in this. You're not going to make it because, there's white privilege out there in the world and it's going to keep you from gaining it. So you know what? Don't do it. No. We tell our children you could have anything. You could gain everything you want through hard work and dedication. You cannot contradict yourself in this. You cannot contradict. You cannot wiggle your way out of what the fuck I'm going to say. It's either this or it's either this. It's either you tell your children, yo, you gonna make it. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. Whole work dedication. You go out there, you go for it, son. You go for their little daughter. You go for it, my princess. You go for it, my king. We talk to each other. Yo, what's up, king? Then act like a king. A king don't blame nothing on nobody. A king don't be like, well, you know, a couple of peasants out there, and this is why there I can't do what I got to do, because no, a king is a king. Those are the facts. And if you're a man of the household, oh yeah, because I know they trying to, you know, pussy the or effeminize the men nowadays. I know. Excuse my language. And when you enter that household, you the Superman, you the king. The woman is looking up to you, the kids is looking up to you. And you give them some type of excuses like, I can't do it, or I didn't do it because somebody kept me from doing it. Don't talk like that. You know, if you born with a daughter, you born with a son. You know what? You know when you bring up your kid that way, and you be like, well, I can't do this because there's white privilege. You know what that little girl's gonna think? I gotta get a white man. You know what that black guy gonna think? I gotta get a white woman because they're privileged. And with me being with them, I'm privileged. I want to feel like I'm privileged. Saying that there's white privilege, you just giving power to that entity. When maybe the entity is not even there. Maybe those guys that you think they get privilege, they don't feel privileged no more. They walking on eggshells right now and you still giving them power. Think about it, y'all. Can't contradict yourself. Team is one. Say what's up to the people. Hey, yo, smash the like button. Let's go. UK47 boxing. What's good, my brother? HLD in the building. Eliza Feliciano, dímela. Dímelo. Remy, what's good? Mental health is very real. Fame and lights make it worse. Sometimes people think it will bring happiness, not permanently real. Let's talk about also that. I got time for the mental illness. We're going to talk. We're going to do this how it's supposed to be done. We're going to express it. We're going to deliver the message the way it needs to be done. Let me give you the quote. So the quote was, "Call on you, man." So the quote was, white privilege reason he could surpass different things. Deontay Wilder in his recent interview said Tyson Fury was talking about a plethora of things, a lot of things. But he also mentioned white privilege, Tyson Fury, and attached white privilege with Tyson Fury and said the reason he could surpass different things. Sometimes it tells me, and this is the only thing that a lot of people worry about when it comes to, let's say, Deontay Wilder. We want to see Deontay Wilder go back into the drawing board. We want to see Deontay Wilder go and sharpen up the tools or add more tools to the toolbox so he could come inside the ring, regardless whoever he's facing, and do what he's capable of doing and do what he's been doing throughout his career, and that's knocking mother effers out. I don't care if you like him or not, or you don't care about his skill. There's one thing that Deontay Wilder does that every man he's ever faced, he has put down. Put out or put down. He ain't fight nobody. Well, the guy that you may feel that he is the best in Tyson Fury, he put his ass down twice too. Let's give credit where credit is due. Yeah, he lost. That's it. And let's move on. But I understand people don't want to move on with the way that he lost and the allegations and the things that was put out there. But I just want to stay in that because we could talk about that forever. We've been talking about that shit for a year and a half. So let's talk about the recent interview. And let's talk about the comments. Because that right there is sometimes people want to be, is he mentally ready for this challenge? Has he taken accountability for his loss? Maybe the right question. Only got to ask one question. One question, because I feel like I've heard enough from his team. Only one question. And whoever has the ability and has the content to interview the ex-world champion of the world, the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, just ask one question. One question. It only takes half a second. Well, a second. Have you taken accountability for your loss versus Tyson Fury? That'll just be a question. It doesn't take a whole interview for it. Because with that question and that answer, then it tells me what's the approach. Then it tells me when he walks inside that gym, or the gym that he has built, the facility that he has built, the ring that he has built, what is the intentions of going inside there, inside the lab? Have you taken accountability for your loss versus Tyson Fury? That's a question that I will ask Deontay Wilder. Have you taken accountability for the loss versus Tyson Fury? Is that a hard question to ask? I know when I'm interviewing somebody will hit me up and be like, why you ain't asked this? Why you ain't asked that? Cool. I respect anybody that's interviewing anybody. That's your job. That's your will. All I'm saying is what I would want to hear is a question and an answer. That's all. Just one question, one answer. Have you taken accountability for your loss versus Tyson Fury? Then I really, really know where the mentality is at. Because we never know what the mentality is. A fighter could tell us everything. We got to hold it and we got to give them the benefit of the doubt because this is boxing. We do this for boxing. I do this for boxing. So I got to give the fighters, like I always say, I keep it consistent. I'm going to give the fighter the benefit of the doubt. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. There we're going to be some serious checking of the gloves this fight. Cool. See if people know any Wilder need work on their legs more. See if Nova versus Email Wilder. I never bet in boxing, but how you do? I'm trying to bet on TV if they fight against you. Nobody beats Lopez. Yeah. Okay. That's all. But when I hear this white privilege, that Tyson Fury got white privilege, I don't agree with that. You agree with that, y'all? Let me ask a question to the chat right now. Do you believe that Tyson Fury, that he's in the position where he's at today because of white privilege? Especially in boxing where fighters, let's keep it real. White fighters are the minorities. But let's keep it real. I just want to ask a question. Let me see if y'all answer it. What's good? G Funky Boxing in the building. Everybody subscribe to G Funky Boxing. I just want to ask a question to the chat. Is there white privilege for a fighter in boxing? This Tyson Fury is succeeding because of white privilege. Did he succeed versus Deontay Wilder because of white privilege? Let me see. Yo, what's good? What's good, Jaguar? You know what I'm saying? And Ryan Bosa from Bitch Mitch Made. Oh man. Jaguar Paul's going in. But thank you for the donation, my brother. Thank you for the donation. Woo, man. HCP House, saludo, mi gente. Let me see what the people say. Gino say yes. Can you give an explanation? Just yes. It don't got to be a whole paragraph, but I just want to know Deontay has black privilege. Number one Packers game. Maybe we weren't being honest. No. I ain't answering the question. Remy said no. Fury, high, low, dímelo. High, low, dímelo. Look at my brother. If it's moonshine, it got to be great. Better than motherfucking Frosted Flakes. Excuse my language. Gracias, mi hermano. De lo mío. Not in last 50 years. Southside said no. There was a Jack Johnson era. His style, Tyson and Ali, no. Maru say no. He is what he is because of Wilder talking about money-wise. Gino. white privilege. Is Tyson Fury the man he is today as a champion because of white privilege? He's been privileged. How about this? Better yet. Come on, man. We know white boxers got white privilege, and if Wilder didn't want this fight, he would have took sit down money, but I believe he wanted. Okay. Dead, good looking out, my brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate the super chat, my brother. He said, come on, man. We know white boxers got white privilege. Can you give me the definition of the white privilege that Tyson Fury got, though? That's what I want to know. That trilogy is the money fight. Using a race car nonstop is weak. G Funky said, using a race car nonstop is weak. Is there racism in boxing? Of course, but not in every situation. While their fans are crying wolf too much. G Funky. HLD in the building. No soy. Blanquito. Do I need white privilege to hang and chat with Mr. Moonshine himself? El adobo, el sazón. HLD, what's good, my brother? Good looking out. Claro que no, tú eres mi hermano. Somos todito hermano, no somos. In the first fight, was the draw white privilege? Let's be real, let's be honest. Was the first fight white privilege? Yes or no? Was the second fight white privileged? Who's the referee? Who's the referee in the second fight? So let me get this straight. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. You can take it to the bank. If Deontay Wilder is focused on white privilege and know how things are the way they are, till this day, if he feels that it's still the same till this day, because we can't talk about this white privilege and racism and holding down or nothing like that, or keeping people from, and be righteous at the same time. We cannot. I'm going to keep it real. You want to disagree with me, then you got to, and I'll send anybody, just email, I'll send you the link if you want to disagree with me on this. Maybe Deontay Wilder, how could I word it? Maybe Deontay Wilder gives the white privilege. Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury the privilege about to fight him for the third time. He ain't had to fight Tyson Fury. Who gave him the privilege? Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury the privilege. It was not white privilege. It was a Deontay Wilder privilege. Here, here, Tyson Fury. Pick yourself back up. Clean yourself. Clean yourself, and I will give you another shot. I'm giving you my privilege because I got the power to give your ass some privilege. I got the power to bring you back from the dead. I got the power to bring you back into the spotlight because I, Deontay Wilder, the king, will give you the privilege so you can fight me and get back into that spotlight the way you think you should be. I'm giving you the privilege. Am I lying or am I losing somebody? Let me know. Am I losing you? Let me know if I'm losing you. Was it the other way around? Was it that Tyson Fury had privilege, or did Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury that privilege? He gave him a rematch. Did he have to give the rematch? Was there a mandatory towards that rematch? Who gave him a rematch? Was there a rematch clause to give that rematch? Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 2? Was there? No. Who gave you the privilege? Deontay Wilder gave that white man the privilege once again. Was there white privilege? JD is a white man, right? The white man that believed in Deontay Wilder first than anybody else. Are you gonna blame that to white privilege too? Is anybody gonna blame that to white privilege? No. Let's be real, let's be honest. I'll speak the real. Anybody want to disagree and be like, yo, my punch wrong. Even Deontay Wilder has kept himself. They gotta listen to me if they always listen to me, and they gotta be like, yo, my man Punch is speaking the truth. He ain't fucking lying. Cause ain't nothing lying about what I'm saying right now. Right? Let me know when I'm wrong, babe. Because I'm all about educating, but I'm love to be educated. I love to enlighten, but I also love to be enlightened. Is that privilege? You gave Tyson Fury the privilege. Ain't no white privilege. Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury. The black man gave Tyson Fury the privilege. The black man gave this man a chance. You have two trainers in the corner. One is Mark Breed and the other one is JD. One is white, the other one is black. Who got the boot? The man that's actually gave you the chance. Gave Deontay Wilder the chance by throwing that towel. Gave you the chance so you could seek revenge in the trilogy. So you could have your faculties. So you can have your faculties in order to go back into that gym. See, because the man was thinking about the king in the household. He was just ain't thinking about the king in the ring. He was thinking about Deontay Wilder, the man. Not Deontay Wilder, the fighter. He was thinking about Deontay Wilder, the man, the father. Because he understood as a fighter, you could fight another day. Who gets the boot? Is that white privilege? JD stays in the corner? JD keeps a job? You gave white privilege to Tyson Fury. You gave white privilege to JD. Those are the facts. Those are the motherfucking facts. Larry Punch, you drink too much, bro. You tripping. I drink a lot of water. That's what I drink. Let me know when I'm tripping, because I don't like blanket statements like that. Larry, let me know where I'm tripping at. Let me know where I'm tripping at. Let me know where I'm lying at. Let me know something that doesn't make sense right now. Please. Say in the senses. Because I love when people, because if I'm drinking, I'm going to drink more whatever I'm drinking. Because if the truth is coming out whatever I'm drinking, maybe the moonshine, baby, is making me speak the truth like this. Because I don't know. Because like I said in the beginning, I'm going to say something that is you're going to be like, damn, Punch, why you say it like that? What? But in the back of your mind, you're like, man, it's true. I mean, you can't disagree with it. You could be mad, but you can't really disagree. Come on, let's be real, my brother. Sorry, bro. I always watching your content and never bless you, man. Good looking now, EA. Thank you. I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate you, man. God bless you, bro. You're all good, always. Texas hard, you can't handle it. Hey, hold on. True, man.
You can't handle the truth.
Always people that's always going, yo, but punch. And then they'll take the little snippet out and they'll make a video of it and be like, yo, Punch is downplaying the culture. Punch is downplaying the black culture or the African American, but they don't want to play my whole video. Don't worry, I'm not going to flag you. I'm not going to report you. Play the whole live. I lend you this live and you could put it on your channel so people could hear everything. This ain't going against anybody. I said it before. Everybody know who I'm rooting for. Yeah, but being loyal and being a fan or being somebody, you got to keep it real. You got to be direct. You got to be direct, man. You got to be direct. I'm being direct right now. EM, what's good, bro? Yeah, most people who think white privilege is fake are the people who are not black. Same way Rosa Parks could have walked home, but you have to take a stand. Most people who think white privilege is fake are the people who are not black. Damn. Damn, brother. Really? How about this? How about people could acknowledge there's some type of white privilege, but they ain't gonna stop nobody? How about that? How about that, Dad? Good looking out for the donation, but how about that? What about that mentality? Yeah, there's white privilege. I run through white privilege. How about that? Yeah, it's this, but I run. Yeah, it's oppression. I run through oppression. I run through all that shit. Ain't gonna stop me. What about that attitude? There's also that attitude. The same thing, because you could contradict yourself on the same thing. Rosa Parks said, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna sit right here. That ain't stop her. Even that. Matter of fact, that analogy helped me out. That analogy helped me out. I come right back and tell you, yeah, Rosa Parks sat in the, yeah, and she said, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to stand right here. I'm going to sit right here. F that. Take me to jail. You know what I'm saying? There's people that was runaway slaves. There's other people that was not. There's just different type of mentalities out there. Those type of people, those are the type of people I relate to. Those are the people that I relate to. Again, you are not going to tell your daughter, you are not going to tell your son, that son, you cannot make it because of this, or you're going to have a hard time because this is going to be in front of you, or son, you got to work twice as hard. No, you ain't got to work no twice as hard. You just got to work smart, and you got to keep it consistent. You got to keep on working. Just keep on working, baby. Just keep on working. And you as a parent got to understand and put yourself, your kids in position to succeed. There's got to be accountability. If you broke, you don't got no money, you shouldn't be making babies. How about that? If you don't got it, don't bring in kids, and then they gonna have it hard too. And then you want to blame everybody else. Oh, you should have never had that kid. You was not ready. You're not prepared. Let's take accountability for our own lives. Because at the end of the world, that's all that matters. See, there's people out there that just want to be like, well, I ain't happy because, you know what I'm saying, this and this and that. I mean, the cab ain't stopping me because he didn't like nothing black. Oh, he didn't stop, man. I get the other motherfucking cab. Motherfucking matter of fact, I don't want to hit you. I didn't want to touch your cab. I'm not even getting in it. I don't even want to work here. Yo, they don't let people that is racist in this place. Man, don't go in there. What the fuck I want to go in there? Fuck, I want to go in there if I think it's racist. If I think it's white privilege, if I think that you're racist, right? Why the hell do I want to break bread with you, man? I ain't gonna want to fight you. You ain't gonna break bread with me. I'm gonna break bread with that other. I'm gonna break bread with Luis Ortiz. I'm gonna break bread with Anthony Joshua. Shelly Finkel was the manager. Is that white privilege too? JD, is that white privilege too? Is Daniel Weinstein the judge of the arbitration? Was he? Is that white privilege too? Come on, man. It's not really directed on the situation and what the Deontay Wilder was talking about in the interview. It was because I know that there's more plethora of people that think like that, man. And this is sports, y'all. We walk into sports, so we don't have to think about that, man. And when it comes to the sport of boxing, you are a world champion, yo. When a champion, you are a world, man. You are a world champion. You're the WBC world champion. Anthony Joshua right now, Tyson, they world champions. And the more that you say, oh, this is for my people, rather regardless if he says this is for the gypsy people, or this is just for the white people, and Anthony Joshua say this is for Nigerian people, you know what you do little by little, indirectly, you shift people away. No, I'm only doing this for my people. I'm out for my people. If you have a strap and it says world champion, then be a world champion. Be a world champion. You wasn't a world champion for Alabama. You wasn't a world champion for Florida. You wasn't a world champion for the UK. You wasn't a world champion for the Philippines. You're a world champion. A world champion, man. This was the beauty about our sport. This is why with Mike Tyson back in the days when you was a world champion, you was the king of the world. Mike Tyson will go to they will used to invite, and Muhammad Ali, kings of other nations, would invite them. When you was a heavyweight champion, you was a king of the world. And yes, you could say for my people, there's different times, okay? We're not living in the Jack Johnson time. Let's sometimes move with the time, and still we could acknowledge that there's certain things that we could tweak and that we could fight for. But let's also be content. Let's that we have the privilege. The people that fought for us to be where we at today. Then we are privileged. Boxing is supposed to be mano a mano. Blood for blood. This is when you don't give a damn about the outside. This is when you have all the control. This is when you have all. This is what Deontay Wilder. He don't got white privilege. If Tyson Fury feel like you got black privilege, you don't got black privilege. This is my house. This is my kingdom. So when you fighting, I put it like this. If you think there is white privilege, I say it like this, and the message for Deontay Wilder, the former heavyweight champion of the world, if you think there is white privilege, and you think that Tyson Fury is a sign of white privilege, then you had 2 tries to knock the fuck out of that white privilege. Huh? You got a 3rd time. Rap Star Boxing Lines in the building. What's good? Kelmo, what's good? 1 foot out the door. What's good? Dímelo, mi hermano. This is why I like AJ. Wilder and Fury play too much, too disrespectful, too emotional. AJ is a throwback, learns from losing, and handles his business. I like the way he took his loss. Yeah, Tyson Fury, he lost too. But this is just a bigger picture, man. There's a bigger picture, y'all. There's a bigger picture because I know there's people that think like that. There's people like that that self-victimhood. There's other people that always want to blame somebody else or want to blame something. For what, man? When you got these 2 hands, those are the privileges you got. Deontay Wilder, these are your privilege right here, bro. These are the privilege right here. You got the privilege to knock a mother effer out. You got the privilege to fight them. You got the privilege to hurt somebody and get paid millions. Wow. There's other people that want to hurt somebody. They're going to go to jail. You got the privilege to be a licensed weapon. You have the privilege to hurt a man. You have the privilege to put your fist in a dude's grill and get millions for it. He got the privilege as well. Both of y'all have the privilege. Those are the facts. Ain't nobody keeping nothing from nobody. And if people want to bring Jack Johnson, oh man, did Jack Johnson had a field day whooping ass. If people want to bring Jack Johnson, even though we at a different time, because I see it in the chat, I see it in the comment on my last video. What about Jack Johnson? Oh, how did Jack Johnson feel when he was in that ring? Oh, he took it all on all of them with a smile in his face and taking their lady, right? But this is bigger than that, man. Deontay Wilder is privileged to have his faculties because he was privileged to have somebody in the corner that actually cared for him. He was privileged. He's privileged to have a beautiful family. You're privileged to have a beautiful wife. You're privileged to have people that's true, that the people that are loyal to you are loyal to you. I don't know them all, but you're privileged to have people to keep it real. You're privileged, Deontay Wilder, to have more fans than what you think. You're not just a fan. You're just not a champion for the black people. No, you're a champion for the world when you were a champion. And still you were a champion without the strap to other people in the world. because you got fans around the world. You got fans in Asia. You got fans in Italy. You got fans in Europe. You got fans in Africa. You got fans in America. You got the privilege. And if you don't feel like you got the privilege more than anybody else, then don't call yourself a king. Because kings don't think like that. A king don't think ain't nothing stopping them. White privilege ain't stop you today, yesterday, and they ain't stopping you today, Deontay Wilder. You had the opportunity to capture a title and capture a status that only a few men in the history of this earth have captured. You're privileged, my brother. You're highly privileged. You're privileged also to represent your people that you identify. You're privileged for that too. Just like Manny Pacquiao was privileged to represent his people. Just like Tyson Fury is privileged to represent his people. It's a privilege to be a world champion. I'm not saying nobody give it to you. There's sometimes people give the championship belts away, but ain't his father. Let's talk about a little bit the comment that Devin Haney made. I mean, not Devin Haney, but Bill Haney made. He was talking about Ryan Garcia's mental illness, and he's saying that's the bitch in him. Now I'm going to say it like this. Not everybody agree or have a, like a soft spot for mental illness. Some people don't want to cater to mental illness. There's people out there that's be like, yo, everybody got her problem. Fuck that. I used to be one of those people too as well. I used to be one of those people too. Until, when reality does hit and you have people around you that you love kill themselves and you don't understand why, but then you understand what they had. We don't know what's in Ryan Garcia's body or mind. We don't know. But for Bill Haney, who's an adult, who's a smart man, I believe so, to make those type of comments, is a promotion? Is it just because his son, Ryan, talks shit about his son? I mean, fighters is going to talk shit about fighters. He blamed it on Henry Garcia, his dad. I mean, I know this sport is dangerous and it's kind of chippy. It's kind of chippy, you know what I'm saying? And I understand that for the point of view, when people talking shit about your kid, you just gotta hit him back, right? Let the fighters do it. I mean, why is the son speak more eloquently about that situation than the dad? Hey, some people could say that about Senior and Tio, right? But when Devin Haney talked about the mental illness of Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney said, "I'm not gonna kick a man while he's down. I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna kick, and I hope that he gets well." That's what the son said. That's what the 22-year-old says. What the dad says is, "Oh, he didn't want to fight mental illness. That's that bitch in him." And his father, and I'm just paraphrasing, almost saying that his father is responsible for the way he's mentally unstable. So he went after mental illness, and he went after another father that has done a great job, like Bill Haney, and put his son in position to be a successful fighter, a multi-million-dollar fighter. Hey, HLD. Bill's going. What he said? What he said? What he said? HLD. Now again, there's gonna be people out there that's not gonna be sentimental to mental illness. I'm gonna be like this. I don't think. I just doesn't. It doesn't sound logical to me. If you mental illness, that you should be out there getting punched in the head for a living. I don't think. I just don't think it don't mesh. You know what I'm saying? I hope Ryan Garcia does get better. I hope that Ammo Williams do get better. But I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that's the line of. Let me see what. Don't worry, your boy, man. We get shitted on. D Style Boxing in the building. My fault, man. I'm past that. D Style Boxing. Everybody subscribe to D Style Boxing. What's good, my brother? I appreciate you, my brother. Everybody subscribe to D Style Boxing. Damn. I skipped through the fucking. My fault. Matt. He shouldn't be questioning anyone's cojones after his son just snooped his way out of a loss. Wow. Good looking out, Matt. I mean, we spoke about it yesterday. He said BFTB. Body, come on, man. Stop. Stop it. On what? On what? Good looking out, D Style, for that, my brother. Ryan Garcia gonna fight Rody. Bill Haney was talking about Tiffany getting drunk. He said your video post of his son being exposed was selling out to make viewership. Punch, you in there. Yeah, I feel you. I'm in there. I mean, they're watching a video as, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they could come out here and say to me, he could say it to my face. It's easy. He's always open. Yo, Punch Run Boxing, the channel's always open to any boxing personnel. He said your video post of his son being exposed was setting out to make. Why he don't say what? I mean, I hope that he says what he told me before that I never expressed out there. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I got respect him as a father. They could get tight. I understand there's other channels out there that's gonna, like, you know, sucker up to him. I understand. And then there's this channel that, you know what I'm saying, that you just can't get me to say what you want me to say. You know? Your point, Bill wants you to kiss his ass like these other channels, then he'll be your best friend for sure. I mean, if he's street and real recognize real, then he has to respect if he recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Devin comment about Ryan were very encouraging. Exactly. The Devin comment about Ryan was very encouraging. And I think that a person that is have a religious an enlightenment should have spoke more highly than what he said in that statement. I mean, mental illness, that's the bitch. I mean, this is a fight. This is the fight game, and I understand where that's coming from. If I hear it from Dev, it will be more of a thing. If I'd rather hear what I heard from Dev. I'd rather hear it from Bill, because at the end of the day, all these fathers have done the same thing. They came up the same, you know, the same era, the same class. They have done a wonderful job. Tiffany Lopez has done a wonderful job for his son. Devin Haney, Bill Haney has done a wonderful job for his son. Henry Garcia does a wonderful job for his son. Virgil Ortiz has a wonderful job for his son. Earl Spence' father has done a wonderful job for his son. Angel Garcia, most of the people that gets critique are actually father trainers, but they have done a wonderful job for their son. Kenny Porter done a wonderful job for his son. D-style boxing, T.O. knocks all of them out. I believe he beats all of them. Yeah, I mean, if they cater, I understand the hustle. I understand that you being racist, biased, blah 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 against his son for Teofimo Lopez. He actually said that. Yeah, and this is what I mean, that they run to the race every time. They don't get every time a person HLD every time. Don't you? I know my community, bro. I know how we all think. Every time people like that don't get what they want, they run with the racism narrative. They run through the racism narrative. Really. You feel me? Every time people don't get what they want, they run through a racism narrative. Oh, because I'm not kissing your ass like every other channel you go to. Huh? So now okay. So I have to say that the kid is the king, and then I'm not racist. I'm not racist, right? Come on, man. Please, man. Please. I'm still not gonna say what you told me before. I'm still not gonna say that. I'm still gonna say, I'm gonna wait till the time is right. When you push the button there, then I'll say what you said. And then everybody gonna understand why he is the way he is towards me. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that in the holster. Every time people don't get what they want, to go with the race card. Every time. That type of man, he don't get what he want. Oh, but in the ring, come on, man, stop it. Let's get punch views up, people. Hit the like button. This goes to point. This goes your point today. Exactly. Using the rate card for everything. Exactly. Punch, you in the building, bro. What's good, Shadow? Everybody subscribe to Shadow. Exactly, HLD. Exactly, man. That's the way it is. It's always, it's getting like that in the YTBC. Or it's been like that. And this is why I started my channel, because I seen this race baiting stuff. It's not even about almost just the race bait. It's about that. There's other people, there's other type of generations that check us out, man. There's young teenagers that follow boxing too, and they go and follow these channels, and then you hit them with the let's say this fighter, he's doing everything. This young fighter be like, oh shit, if you go and win, if I fight a white guy and they give him the nod, it's because he's white and I'm black. And they never gonna take accountability for it. That shit ain't never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop. Punch, if you don't cater to these clowns, they play the Vic. Yeah. If I don't cater to that, oh man. And that's the weak thing, man. What's up, Guido? Wilder had the complexion for the now he also said the complexion for the protection. I'm like, come on, man. Like, really, man? Like, what about this? What about this, man? That's the privilege right there, man. The privilege is your fist. So all I'm saying first, let me finish with the mental illness stuff. All I'm saying is, there's a time and place for everything, man. If y'all was fighting, y'all was doing a little promotion, and Devin Haney was fighting Ryan Garcia, and just to get under Ryan Garcia's skin, you gonna say that? I can understand, because I understand the nature of boxing. But to say that that's the bitchness in him, I don't think that there is no bitchness in any fighter. I don't think there's no bitchness in any fighter that gets inside that square circle. I mean, there's a lot of people out here that's highly disrespectful and call these people a bitch, or call them out their name, or derogatory names that you could think of. But those are the people that got those cojones to step inside that ring, the mental fortitude, the particular fortitude to step inside the ring. And there's also fights outside the ring. All we see is the 8 weeks of the promotion of the training camp, and then they go inside the ring. We see them for 36 minutes. Then that's it. But don't think that they don't got no other responsibility Don't think that they don't got the other responsibility that you know what I'm saying, they got their wife, they got their kids, they got probably their businesses and things of that nature. They still got real life. Most of the fighters back in the days was working. You know what I'm saying? They had their job. You know? Jessica McCaskill, she was an undisputed champion, but she still got her job. And like she said, I got to go back to work on Monday morning. It's starting to feel now that with the social media that boxing is starting to be ran or having to be picked by Cutter the way they do in prison. You know, Dolores, I said almost the same thing, that it feels like with all these race bait, and it's almost like walking into the cafeteria, man. It's like walking into the hall, bro. Like, yo, in the penitentiary, you got your Latino, you got your Mexicans, you got you got your black, you got your white. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got your neutral section. It's becoming like that. Boxing is becoming like the penitentiary. See, the penitentiary is segregated more. And boxing is becoming like that. And there's people that's making it like that. People are willing to make it like that. So when I do hear fighters, like a fighter like Deontay Wilder, a fighter that I respect, I am a fan of Deontay Wilder. Anybody that's been following the channel since day one, know. So it does get me a little tight. It does get me a little tight when I hear that. When I'm hearing him in an interview, I'm like, about time, okay, I want to listen to Deontay Wilder and what he feels about this, where his mentality is at. And then when I hear him say, oh, but these other fighters got white privilege. Which fighter got the white privilege? There's barely white fighters, man. What white fighter got the privilege? Did Lomachenko got the privilege, or did Lomachenko got promoted? Who? Does Joe Smith get a lot of love? No. Who talks about Joe Smith? Does he get the privilege? No, or he just whooped that ass, or whatever the little respect that Joe Smith Jr. get, it's because what he did in the ring. Is he a star in boxing? Huh? Is Berturbiev a major star in boxing? Is Bivol a major star in boxing? Huh? Do they get privilege? Come on, man. We gotta stop that, man. We gotta stop that, yo. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that, man. And then you entice the people. Yeah, Wilder, yeah, they got what? And then that's when people keep that same emotions alive. The emotions stay alive, bro. The emotions stay alive when the shit ain't fucking accurate right now. Is there racism? Yeah, certain situation. But what ticks me off is when people want to bring in that race card when you don't even have to bring it up. When there is no type of shit, like, really. Come on. Mano a mano, bro. You gave that man a chance to get in the ring with you, and he probably at that time didn't deserve it. You gave that man a chance. You gave him, and if you think it's white privilege, you gave him that privilege. And for the second time, you gave him that white privilege. You gave JD that white privilege. You gave Shelly Finkel that white privilege. You probably the attorney is probably a pale-skinned brother. Maybe. Or maybe you just hired them for the right things to do, man. Man, if it wasn't for Customado, there wouldn't be no Mike Tyson. Sometimes we got to stop bringing race, man. There's good and bad people. Good, bad. Wrong, right. Good, evil. Can we stick to that? You know, life could be so much easier if you just identify the wrong with the wrong, the right with the right, the evil with the evil, and the good and the good. Why it's supposed to be that simple? There's certain situation that is that simple. Punch, I think you're missing what he said. You're making it, bro. He said, Punch, I think you're missing what he said. You're making a broad statement. Wilder was speaking to something specifically. What was it, Big Chop? I mean, I'm here to be enlightened as well, because I've cut it up and I've listened to it quite some time. Before I made this video, I really wanted to make sure, because he said it twice in the interview. So he said it and he said it when he was talking about the white privilege with the four entities. He was talking about Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, Bob Arum, and Anthony Joshua. I know that Anthony Joshua is not white. We all know that, right? So enlighten me. What do you think he meant? Because when he referred to white privilege is when, people seen the glove. Some people don't want to see. Some people don't want to hear. And if you don't got that, then you keep your mouth shut. I'm paraphrasing. Am I right? That's what he was talking about, right? He was talking about white privilege and their narrative. But who? How many white boxes are there? I mean, if you could answer that for me. This is a dialogue. This is not really like I just don't think. I think Deontay Wilder has a freak of nature. I think Deontay Wilder could go back into the drawing board if he accept and take accountability. And I hope he did take accountability for that loss, so he could go back into that gym and know exactly what to work on. What to work on. Be better. His approach would be different. Right? I just see that people think like that, and I think it's a disservice. I think it's a disservice for the community. I think it's a disservice for the youth to have this because I know you got where you at by any means necessary. Deontay Wilder got back to where he at. This is what I like. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is why I became a fan of Deontay Wilder. I became a fan of Deontay Wilder because I related to him not as just as a fighter, but I related to him as a father, when he was doing for his father, when he hit the scenes. He spoke about God. So at that period of my life, yeah, man, I'm all about fatherhood. I got my child. I fight for my child. I love God. And then I'm very patriotic, and I love America. And he was the one that brought the bronze medal to America. And he was the heavyweight division for us that we needed in America so we could wake up from its coma. So what he's saying now is not really a lot of the Deontay Wilder that he used to say before. I don't think that white privilege is stopping Deontay Wilder. I don't think there's white privilege that was trying to stop. I don't think it was white privilege that was trying to stop the trilogy. I think it was money. It was green. Now, if he said that it was a whole lot of money, I understand why he was trying to stop, but he got to fight me. I can understand that God don't want to fight me because it was a whole lot of money I heard. All right. But don't say it's white privilege. He's speaking to the fact that the way they was moving with, okay, that's what I'm trying, and that's what I said. He's speaking to the fact that the way they was moving with going forward with the fight, when they knew it was arbitration, white privilege had Fury feeling like he didn't have to honor the contract. I don't think it was that. It was that we got to understand that there was an undisputed heavyweight bout, that it was more accomplishment. It was all about more. It was about legacy, enhancing legacy, and it was about money. To my opinion, Big Chop, it was about legacy and it was about money. It wasn't about white privilege. It was about legacy and money. Money, legacy. You think he wanted to get away because he feel like he had white privilege, had feeling that he didn't have to honor that contract? Nah. He feel like, let's be real. Let's be real. A man like that is going to feel like, yo, I fought him the first time. I feel like I outbox him. I fought him the second time. I demolish him. Now I got the opportunity to become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And I got the opportunity to face a fellow Brit. And I got the chance to make as much money as I ever made in my life. It has nothing to do with he thought it was white privilege. If you want to wiggle your way out of something, I want to wiggle my way out of something. Sometimes, yo, when I was paying rent, I wanted to wiggle myself out that rent, man. Put it this way. Put it this way. Hey, I had rent. I had 6 months. I had 6 months ago. I bought a house, but I had 6 months ago to pay that rent. I didn't want to honor that shit, bro. I did not want to honor the 6 month left that I had to pay rent. Why we acting like you ain't we ain't trying to get away? Don't, when you buy your car, right? You know you got a contract and you want to wiggle your way out that contract. If you know people have done this before. They'll burn their own car just to get away from that contract they don't want to honor no more. I see, yo. I heard people will burn their own car. Get that insurance money so they won't have to pay for that car no more. The people be like, yo, you fucked up, yo. Why you ain't honor the contract with fucking Honda? I understand how Wilder's feeling. A rematch is a rematch. It's a rematch clause. But also, you got to understand what the other guy's feeling, too. I don't think that was white privilege, though. White privilege for Tyson Fury to lose at least 60 mil. White privilege ain't win on the arbitration either. All I'm saying is there's certain times when there's a race thing. There's certain times when it's just we need to stop creating shit when it's not even there. And Ryan was capping. Ryan was capping about his mental illness. He's calling and he gets dropped by like Campbell. Luke isn't even a contract. Very specific there. Haney ducked Loma 3 times. Mandatory volunteer instead of Linares. Mini Max Boxing in the building. What's good? Everybody subscribe to Mini Max Boxing. Speak facts, punch. We just running circles around each other with this race stuff. Never going to end. Daniel, I agree with you. But at least I'm gonna touch on the subject, and probably there's gonna be one mind. You could change one mind. You could change a whole generation of a family too. Think about that. The mindset of a family only takes one. It only takes one. Always takes one. Luke isn't even a power puncher. Richard. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell you was talking about, right? Everybody subscribe to Mini Max Boxing. Luke. Again, with the fight this past weekend, yes, Devin Haney, he fought good. He fought good. He passed his test. Did he make the type of statement that he wanted to make? That people wanted him to make? No, but did he wanted to make that statement? His approach tells me yes. He just couldn't get him out of there. His power just is not what it is. You know what I'm saying? But his skill set, it is what it is. His toolbox is real good. His jab is beautiful. He was very, very accurate. He started being rough with him. He tried to push him back in the 6th round and things of that nature. That he was getting hit with a couple of shots. And I scored it. I actually watched this fight 3 times. I scored it. I actually give this 115, 113, and a swing round. So I think Devin Haney he really performed real well. He performed real well, and he passed the test. He got hurt. He got through it. He held, but he knew how to survive. He survived. Thank you, Taking No Boxing Yard. He survived, and that's what you got to do, man. In life, you survive. In the ring, you survive, and he survived. And he did the smart thing, and I think that Jorge Linares, he should be taking accountability for not fighting through the clinch. See, I've critiqued how young fighters do not know how to fight off the clinch or wasn't fighting off the clinch. Devin Haney, he didn't fight off the clinch versus Santiago, didn't fight off the clinch versus Gamboa. And all I was saying is, leading up to this fight, I hope he got stronger. I even told his pops, the only thing with Devin Haney, he needs to fight off that clinch. When somebody trying to clinch him, he hits him to the body. And he got real strong. But it's different between being strong, having the punching power, and I think he could still succeed at a high level without that type of free like special punching power we all see it in boxing. I think he got a bright future. Jorge Linares, I think he should have fought off the clinch as well. He should have fought off the clinch. But these fighters are 22, 23 years old. They're going to get better. Much respect. Tony, what's good, Tony? Walk you down. How many undefeated champions South fighters has Mayweather fought? A lot. Haney is not that good, bro. He got pillow hands. T.O. would KO his Mayweather wannabe. He survived like Gamboa did against him. Yeah. Why they acted like Devin Haney, a clean fight person, experienced former 3-division world champion? Devin Haney did good, man. Devin Haney did good. I think that, of course, the belt that he's carrying is a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure. People are going, when you're a champion, you got responsibility. The responsibility of a champion, how people going to see you as, is that you got to perform like a champion. You got to beat dudes like a champion. You got to challenge yourself like a champion. So I know this is why there's going to, people that are champions, they are the one that really get that pressure from the fans. So Devin Haney, he got a belt. A lot of people don't like the way he got that belt. So he accepted that belt. So now he got that pressure. He's like I said a lot of times. It's not like, yo, Boots Ennis. We don't put no pressure on Boots Ennis because he don't got that responsibility. Or Virgil Ortiz, he don't got that responsibility. Even Shakur Stevenson right now, he don't got that responsibility. But we look at Boo Boo and we look at Gary Russell Jr. and we look at the other fighters like, yo, you got to step it up and you got to do this and who you Triple G, who you fighting and you know. And now that it was done, man, he's been KO'd more than a lot of wars too. Yeah, I thought his grill, you know what I'm saying, was wear and tear. I couldn't believe with a lot of shots that he didn't even go down. And that's where your people feel like he don't got power. Punch, what's up, brother? Salute, channel. What's good, Jason? He don't sit down when he's punching when he throws his punch for the exit before the punch lands. I think Devin Haney, he threw there was a couple of punches out there and I was watching. The third time I was watching some of the rounds. I didn't watch the whole fight the third time. I watched the whole fight 2 times. But I just want to watch the rounds that I gave them a swing round, the 6th and the 9th round. And some of them hooks, it was more arm punches than anything. You feel me? But he's only 22 and he's still learning. I think he's going to get there. He's going to get there with technique. If he work hard, he's a gym rat, he's going to get there. He's going to get there. I'm going to tell you like this. Look, Jermell Charlo, I like Jermell Charlo. He's on my pound for pound list. Jermell Charlo was never a knockout artist. You could see lately Jermell Charlo has tweaked the way he turns his punches, the way he uses weights, the torque and everything. And now Jermell Charlo has become some type of a knockout artist now. But it's now, right? In the beginning, he didn't start off as a knockout artist. So you could grow into knowing how to punch. You see how Triple G, when he throws them hook, he don't slap you with the hook. He hits you with the knuckle. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Devin Haney's going to learn a lot of things, man. If he's a gym rat, he's going to learn a lot of things, man. He's going to learn a lot of things. Prime fighting champion, what's good? Y'all sleep on, they sleep on T.O. T.O. is a man, bro. T.O. is a monster. T.O. is special. T.O. is undisputed lightweight. T.O. is undisputed lightweight, undefeated. The commander-in-chief. The commander-in-chief. T.O. Fimo Lopez is the man to beat. I don't see nobody being T.O. though. I don't see nobody being T.O. Fimo Lopez right now, though. Nah, he's getting stronger. You can see he's getting stronger. He's going to get faster. His power is special. His athleticism, his footwork. I think Teofimo Lopez, and he's a gym rat. Teofimo Lopez have not left the gym. He had surgery. He had 1 week, probably 5 days, and he stayed in the gym. Even with a boot, he has not left the gym yet. Matter of fact, he's been in training camp for almost 13 weeks already. And if a guy like that stays in the gym and getting stronger, you could see it. You just could see it. Dude's in trouble. Anybody that gets in the ring with Teofimo Lopez is in trouble. All these channels is biased to someone. Punch, you defending Haney like the ref did. Man, I'm keeping it real, brother. I'm keeping it real. Why do people just want to bash Dudes all day, man. I'm not here to bash dudes. I'm here to give credit. I'm here to preserve the sport of boxing. D Hodges was good, my brother. What's good, brother? Hope you're having a great weekend, man. Now, I don't feel like nobody could beat Teofimo Lopez right now. I think the good fight for me that I want to see Teofimo Lopez in is either with Josh Taylor 140, that I think is going to be a great matchup, and I think Javante Tank Davis is a special fighter to me. I've been following Javante Tank Davis since the amateurs, and I feel like you have not even seen. I don't think you ever, and I don't think Javante Tank Davis have shown the all the arsenals he got. If there's videos out there when he was fighting in the amateurs, Javante Tank Davis is a special talent. He got footwork, he got special punching power. Um, he's just a special. I think that the special fighters of this generation, well, he's a little older than T.O., but T.O., Javante Tank Davis, Boots Ennis, I think Boots Ennis is special, bro. Special. Um, uh, Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz got thunderous hooks, man. I like Virgil Ortiz. I need his defense should be tweaked. Also, I want to see Teofimo Lopez, fight off the clinch as well. Who else? Who else? There's things that people could work at. I think Devin Haney. I think Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is a great talent. I think Brandon Lee is a great talent. I think Chris Colbert. He has almost the same thing like Devin Haney. People want to questioning his power, but he said himself, "I'm not a knockout artist." So Ryan, the weakest link. Ryan is good too, man. Ryan is special too. Ryan is good. Ryan's power have increased. Like when you talk about these young fighters and be like, we want to see how their power increase. His power has increased too. We got to give credit to Ryan Garcia, man. Got to give credit to Ryan Garcia, man. All these fighters is good, man. The boxing is great, man. Boxing is great. Jared Anderson too. Like a Belonga, real good. Special power as well. You can't make a good comment without these clans with Ryan censorship. Nah, man, you can make a great comment, man. There's not like no other channels out there, man. We don't block, nothing like that. You just speak your mind, my brother. You speak your mind, because this is a community. We're not going to sound alike. We're all not going to believe everything is like, but if we could come with common understanding and real valid opinions, it doesn't have to be my opinion, it doesn't have to be your opinion, but valid opinions. Valid opinions. You feel me? If you could, that all these fighters, the fighters that we just talked about, all good. I don't think that Devin Haney was exposed. I don't think that Devin Haney was exposed. But this guy want to say that I'm doing videos of viewership. Get the F out of here, bro. You every other channel so you can have your shit for your son. And you want to put everybody on your side. I know the game. Put everybody on your side because you know that this is really what promotes. You want YouTube to do your job. That's what it is. Nah, man. I'm going to speak the truth. Pops. It's not the same fight. Chris Colbert showed he has power in his last opponent. Yeah, he sat down with his punches and that guy, he fought. Yeah, that was a good fight. Sometime we're going to see it. Look, this is what I'm saying. Devin Haney passed his test. Did he make the statement? No. But was his approach? His approach was to make a statement. Yeah. So I value the approach that he had. He was sitting on his punches. He was pushing Lenara's back. He didn't get it, right? He got her. He got her, and he survived. That's it. And moving on to the next. Oh, I don't block no comments, my brother. What are you talking about, bro? Jake Bones, I do not block any comments, son. My hands are free. Everyone at 135 beat Loma, but Ryan. I'm serious, bro. Just watch. But yeah, man. So again, I think the trilogy is gonna be happening. I hope that Deontay Wilder, man, is everything is is hitting on all cylinders. I wish he's putting more tools in the toolbox. I wish he's gonna come up with a better game, with a great game plan. He knows Tyson Fury already. Tyson Fury knows him. And I think it's just, man, ready to go, man. Talk your shit, man. Leave all that white privilege and all that stuff, man. Because a village builds fighters, man. It could be white, black, Latino, everything, man. You feel me? You got a lot of white people that has helped Deontay. There's a couple white people that has helped Deontay Wilder. Couple blacks that have helped Deontay Wilder, man. And sometimes you gotta understand how you talk, cause you be like, really, white privilege, man, really? I'm doing this for you. You still gonna be knocking us like we ain't do nothing for you, like we ain't trying to help you, like, you know. How long till you think Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz Jr. gets that title shot, or should they fight each other? I think it's gonna be real soon. It's gonna be real soon. I think in less than a year and a half. I'm gonna say a year and a half or so. Less than a year and a half. I think Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis is gonna have 2 more fights. And I hope that I hope that Boots Ennis and the IBF fights an eliminator, final eliminator. And Virgil Ortiz is already #1 ranked in the WBO, so he's there. Both of them are going to be right there, I'm telling you. So a year and a half, we're going to see one of these guys get shot, in my opinion. Victor Coach says, yeah, I got deactivated on other channels for speaking my mind. Now, you can speak your mind right here, Victor, all day, every day. But, yo, everybody, man, thank you for, staying tuned. I hope everybody having a good Memorial Day. Shout out to everybody. Y'all already know, man, we're one race. Got first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals 2 champions. Y'all already know. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. Again, this is just me keeping it real and, push that race bait to the side. Push that, man. Ain't nobody going to stop you from gaining what you want. Ain't nobody going to stop nobody, man. Ain't no pressure going to stop you. Ain't no white privilege gonna stop you, nothing. Ain't nobody gonna stop nobody out here, yo. And that's the mindset that you gotta teach your kids. That's the mindset that you gotta teach the youth. That's the mindset you gotta instill in your kids and the youth around the world. Ain't nobody gonna stop nobody. Stop blaming anybody. That's it, bro. Those days are done. Those days are forgotten, bro. Not forgotten, I'm sorry, but those days are, that's it, it's done. No more blaming nobody. Take accountability for your own life. Let's go. Because life don't give a shit. No more excuses, bro. Just go and get it. Get it. Get it. Mind fuck yourself if you have to. Mind fuck yourself. Excuse my language. Mind fuck yourself if you have to. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that there is not this or there's not this keeping. Man, just pull through it. Be strong, bro. Be strong. Remy. Happy Memorial Day. Good looking out, my brother. I appreciate that, Remy. God bless you, brother. Happy Memorial Day, hermano. Gracias, hermano. Accountability, letting go to victimhood. Or no, some people will be mad after hearing that. I know. I don't even know why. Accountability, letting go the victimhood. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let's go, man. Our women is looking at us, man. They need some alpha males out there, yo. They got to feel like they with you. They were Superman. They don't want you. If you're going to blame another man, if you blame another man, they're going to want to be with that other man. If you blame another man, that's that he keeping you down. Really? You always complain about that motherfucker. What did that motherfucker got? What that motherfucker got there is keeping you down. You bitching about and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's go, man. We warriors. We kings out here. Let's go. Thank you, the hunting one. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yo, everybody, man, God bless. Yo, I'm out. I'm going to go live tomorrow. We're going to chop it up. And then on Thursday, happy hour Thursday, man. I'm probably going to have a special guest tomorrow. So tune in around this time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.